YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Life with Brian. Thought I would shoot another video with my 2019 Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio. Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio to be exact. I usually get a lot of positive feedback and input when I upload content about this car. So I think there's a lot of people out there who love this car as much as I do. And you know, for numerous reasons, there's just not a lot of content, not a lot of information on this car out there. I mean there is, but there should be more, quite frankly. And yeah, I'm happy to help spread the good word on this car. So in my last video I shot, I mentioned how I thought this car was kind of like the jack of all trades, the perfect do-everything car. It's perfect for the enthusiast, someone who's looking for a car that has good performance, someone who likes to have a spirited drive every once in a while. Maybe if you want to even occasionally track your car, but you need the utility and practicality and the usability of a extra set of doors and some extra storage. And this car definitely has that in spades. Very, very usable back seats that can comfortably fit adults. Very usable trunk as well. But you don't really have to make any compromises with this car. It's a fantastic looking car. I love the quad exhausts. Love the little carbon fiber lip spoiler there. Love the wheels, of course. But yeah, I mean, a lot of times for the utility that you ordinarily get in a car like this, you kind of have to get a, let's just be frank, a boring car, or a car that certainly is not specifically tailored for the enthusiasts. For example, like the S2K right there. Obviously something that is good for a nice drive, weekend drive, but basically for you and no one else. Can't really use it much other than like a fun weekend car. This you can use for really everything. And in fact, recently I did use it for a variety of different roles and duties, which I'll get into right now. But I think I'm gonna hop in the car because it's only like 10:30 right now in Houston, but it's almost 100 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb into the car. And again, something I really like about this car is the cabin's very nice, interior's nice. I mean, you know, for a $90,000 car, brand new, it's not going to be top of the line. It's not going to be a Rolls Royce or a Mercedes, but you know, still nice enough. Definitely still more than sufficient for what you need to do. Love the race car style, Formula One style start-stop engine button right there. And again, I've been told in numerous comments due to my previous video, yes, I do know that this car has a turbocharged V6, and it is not a V8. I'm just constantly, for some reason, thinking about my Maserati when I'm in this car, and I misspoke, but please put down the pitchfork, guys. It is not a V8, it is a V6. 505 horsepower, Ferrari derived. So as I was mentioning, guys, this car is really kind of the jack of all trades, the Swiss Army knife of my collection. It kind of does everything that I needed to do in terms of, you know, every day. If I wanted it to be my daily driver, if I needed it for my commute, to run errands, pick up the kids, obviously, it's a fun weekend car as well. And in fact, last night I had a nice dinner with my wife, and I took this car, and it, you know, completely fit in. It was like a really nice Japanese sushi restaurant. And of course, you know, when you're usually going to those type of restaurants, there are you know, the clientele tends to be a specific type, and you know, lots of nice cars, you know, supercars, Rolls Royces, luxury cars. And again, this is, you know, it's an $85,000 Alfa Romeo, but it fit in just perfectly well. It's a beautiful car, very pleasing to the eye. You think looking at it, it looks a lot more expensive from the outside and even from the inside as well. And a couple of days before that, I was running late for something, and I will not go into specifics, you know, not to get arrested. but let's just say I might have had to hit northward of triple digits to get there on time, and I did it like this. And I mentioned in one of my previous videos before, guys, but this is the best car that I have to drive fast. The best car that I have to drive quick is the S2000 right there, which again, driving quick and fast, not the same thing. This is the easiest car, the best car I have to drive fast. If I need to step on it and just get somewhere, always at legal speeds, mind you, this is the car to do that in, because obviously with the automatic, it's a breeze, but it's just the torque, the horsepower, 505 horsepower, for a turbocharged V6, not a V8, all the power, all the acceleration you need, and yeah, it got me there in almost record time, so that was fantastic. And then before that, what else was I doing? I was doing something else with the car. Oh, I had to basically pick up like 10 people, you know, a little bit of exaggeration, but again, hopped in this car, had the extra back seats, obviously the passenger seat, and it worked out perfectly. So again, this car really is the perfect jack of all trades, Swiss Army knife car, the do everything car. I love this car. Actually, the more I drive, the more I love it, and it's actually my goal to basically continue spreading the word and trying to get more people to buy this car, to use this car. Just tons of BMWs, Mercedes, Audis out there, but you just don't see a lot of Alfa Romeo, specifically Quadrifoglios. I see more base models out there for sure, but this is such an underrated car, guys. It's a fantastic car. If you drive it, if you see any YouTube reviews, you'll see just how glowing the reviews are of this car. Again, Jeremy Clarkson famously bought one after he reviewed one. So yeah, Jeremy Clarkson for Top Gear did a review and then went and bought a Giulia Quadrifoglio. I think that's when they just came out in 2017. So if that says anything about this car. And the thing is, when I post videos on this, it's amazing the feedback and the comments I get. It's just there's so many people who really love this car, and it's not. I mean, I get like there's a lot of cars obviously that, you know, whatever, people are fans of. There are cars or maybe cars they don't even have. It's not something unique to the Quadrifoglio, but I feel almost as if the how should I say this? The passion that people feel for these type of cars, especially the owners of these cars, kind of surpasses a lot of other cars, if that makes sense. And I think maybe that has to do with, it's just a lot of people don't know how great this car is. And again, if you have not driven, I can't speak to the base models because I don't know, but for the Quadrifoglio specifically, this car is just, it's amazing, guys. It's like a Clark Kent Superman, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, like two personalities. It can be a completely just comfortable, easy going, easy riding sedan, family car, right? But if you flip it to dynamic or race mode, and instantly becomes like this monster. Again, 505 horsepower, guys. Over 500 horsepower in this car against Ferrari derived turbocharged V6, and it's just, you put your foot into it and you're off. Like I said a couple days ago, I was late for something, and yeah, this got me there lickety split, and no problem whatsoever. It's just, yeah, it's just my mission to spread the word on this car and just let people know how fantastic a car it is. And you don't have compromises. You know, a lot of times with my other cars, you're compromising your space, you're compromising utility, or you're compromising, you know, the driving experience sucks. Or you're, you know, it's not, the doors are all weird or crazy, or it's hard to park, or the turning radius, or, you know, it's not reliable. So far, other than the engine issues on my first one, this one has been completely bulletproof, reliable, no issues, no problems whatsoever. And it's just, there's nothing about this car that I dislike. There's nothing that when I get into, I'm like, oh, you know, and which is not the case in most of my cars. Most of my cars, like for example, my S2000, my 300ZX is over there. It's just my Firebirds in the garage over there. There are certain compromises that you accept because there's other great aspects of the car. With this car, and this is not an overstatement, I'm not exaggerating, guys. You're just not making any compromises. There's not something where you're like, okay, well, I'll put up with this because I get this, or I enjoy driving it, or I enjoy the utility, but I'll put up with XYZ. You know, the cabin sucks. Like my ZR1, I love the ZR1. I'm basically like a Corvette fanboy now, but the seats suck. I'm literally falling out of the chair. It doesn't hug you. They suck. There's nothing about this car that you're like, oh, you know. Get this car, guys. Drive it. Get one on Toro. Was it Toro? I think it's Toro. Borrow it from a friend. I don't know. Do whatever you need to do, but try this car, guys. You will love it. It truly is the ultimate jack of all trades, the Swiss Army knife type of car. The car for the enthusiast. It's practical, it's usable, and it's beautiful. The interior's nice. It's a very nice place to be. And if you like having a fast car, a high performance car, something that's not boring, you will not go wrong with this car in any way whatsoever. And again, I can't think of anything comparable, quite honestly, guys. I love this car. It's definitely quickly becoming like a top 3, top 4 car in my garage. So definitely consider getting one, guys. Okay, I will come back with another video selling all the great points about this car, but I'll shut it off for now. Hope you guys liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, comment below, like and subscribe. Please support the channel. Hope to catch you guys on the next video, and get a Quadrifoglio, Giulia Quadrifoglio. You'll love it. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.